published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
And welcome to the show. Thanks for spending some time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, always helping you win as a consumer advocate right here in Tampa Bay. We appreciate you supporting the local economy by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show and all of our expert contributors. We have over 40 different show partners, 80 different categories of consumer advocacy here associated with the Consumer Quarterback Show. On air for 11 years, helping people with their buying decisions, making you more street smart. 727-263-3707. We urge you to call the show, reach out for any connections, any questions you have, any connections in the real estate, finance, estate planning, tax planning, estate sales, so many different ways we help you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. If you need attorney referrals, we got you covered. If you need mortgage, real estate, we got you. So 727-263-3707. Just call or text that line. Also, consumerqb.com. Great content lined up for you today. We've got Blue Moon Estate Sales, Jennifer Lauda in studio with us, Attorney Jason Kobal. We also have a feel-good story. 20-year-old hiker survives to see his family again after an incredible 50 days lost in the Rockies. That's our feel-good story coming up as well. Also, have you heard of Trump's Academy, the American Academy? It's going to be really interesting, really cool. We'll talk about that. And we got a couple of new listings that we'd like to feature. Also, America's largest sports and entertainment destination coming to Tampa Bay. Yes, that's right. It's going to be in Trinity. It's groundbreaking 800-acre sports and lifestyle destination in Pasco County. So some local news coming at you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show as well. The holidays are here. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you. So we are having Harbor of Hope. My wife and I, our team, we're putting together this Harbor of Hope to help hurricane victims and their families. There's one story about a single mother. It's going to be her first. It's going to be her first Christmas. So we raised close to $2,000 so far, and we're helping out some of these families that were hit by the hurricane. So Harbor of Hope, if you can make it out on Saturday, December 14th, it's going to be 2 to 5 p.m. over at Earthscapes Garden Room over in, that's going to be in Palm Harbor. It's Earthscapes Garden Room, 816 Palm Harbor Boulevard, Saturday, December 14th, 2 o'clock. Save the date. Come on out. Help those families affected by the recent hurricanes. Harbor of Hope over at Earthscapes Garden Room, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. A couple of hot listings here. We got a brand new listing at 5444 90th Avenue Circle East. That one is in Parrish, Florida. This is a beautiful home. 3 bedrooms. 3-bath, 3-car garage, 2,587 square foot single family home. You are on a waterfront property here, 0.36 acre lot. You have beautiful pavers. You have a living room that boasts tray ceilings, built-in shelvings, fireplace, kitchen as a breakfast bar, stainless steel appliances, beautiful pool as well. Great opportunity to own real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. You got a new roof on this home as well. Owner is motivated at 5444 90th Avenue Circle East in Parrish. And we do have an open house going on this weekend as well. You can check it out. We got Sierra Manor, one of my favorite listings right now also, 8107 Sierra Manor Lane in Tampa. This one's in Double Branch, kind of that Oldsmar, Tampa area. 4 bedrooms, 4-bath, 3-car garage, 2-story single-family home, 3,600 plus square feet on an acre of land. You got an estate-style home here, over an acre of land. Beautiful granite countertops, gas stove, 500-gallon buried propane tank there as well. This is a smart home, so you've got lighting, security systems, lots of updates, and I love the backyard. If you're an outdoorsman, a boater, fisherman, you're going to love this home. You've got your own private boat dock. You have access to Upper Tampa Bay. You can take your boat to dinner over at Bahama Breeze and some of those restaurants over there. 130 feet of private water frontage and 6,000-pound boat lift as well. Private access and a private dock. Great opportunity at 8107 Sierra Manor Lane, Tampa, Florida. $1 million listing from the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. And if you'd like to have your property listed and featured on our talk show, you can do that as well. Reach out to us. We would love to connect with you. And you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Only in America, dreaming in red, white,
All right, Jennifer Lauda in studio. Welcome back.
Hello, Brandon.
Okay.
Happy December. I can't believe we're in December already.
We're here. Did you do any Black Friday shopping or maybe Cyber Monday online shopping? Did you get into that groove?
I bought one thing. I bought a 21-inch digital monitor that can run ads. One of those photo frames. That was my big purchase this year. But I was at my store having my own Black Friday sale this weekend.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, let's talk about the store. So you got Blue Moon Estate Sale Store.
Yeah.
And this one's at 1479 South Belcher Road in Largo, Florida, unit number 9. Or I'm sorry, N as in Nancy.
N as in Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all your stuff's there.
Interesting story. I was contacted by a gentleman by the name of Ken. 90-year-old Ken owns Ken's Quality Golf, and he's finally ready to hang his hat up on the store. And he called me up and asked me, first, could I do his estate sale at his home? Yeah, of course. We did it. It went great. And then he said, well, can you liquidate golf clubs? And I was like, well, of course I can. So I went into the store. I was like, wow, this is a great collection of golf clubs. He's like, yeah, it's a great collection. What do you want to do with it? I said, can I sell it here? He's like, yeah, you can take my store, just move in, sell my stuff. He moved to California, and now I'm operating out of his store,
Sweet.
Liquidating, already sold the putting green, already sold the swing cage, and all of the golf club racks and everything like that. So now I'm just left with, I think I've got about 1,500 golf clubs left and maybe about 50 or so golf bags. So liquidating golf clubs at $10 a pop, liquidating golf bags at $20 a pop. Come on by if you need some golf equipment. But I've also brought in my own inventory. I have 2 clients in there with their stuff, Harley Davidson stuff, and then a lot of like really nice vintage glass, colored glass, glass decorations, and a lot of Christmas stuff. So we're operating as a store out of Ken's Golf at 1479 South Belcher.
South Belcher Road in Largo. Great. I love it. Local entrepreneurship. I love that story. People working together. I see Dave nodding his head over here. He might want some golf
he needs some golf clubs.
He's looking at some golf. I might have to upgrade some of my clubs.
Yeah, and the fun thing is I've got Ken's customers coming in. A lot of them, seasonal people didn't know Ken was leaving. They're showing up with golf clubs and golf bags and stuff, asking me if I buy and trade. I do. So if you want to bring me your golf clubs, I'll buy them from you, and I'll resell them right there out of Ken's store.
There you go. I love that. We're talking with Jennifer Lauda. Blue Moon Estate Sales is her company, and a longtime friend of the show here. And when you look at Tampa Bay, just in general, we're talking a lot about optimism. Do you have that feeling of optimism around Tampa Bay? It just seems like the people I talk to, whether it's a real estate or mortgage, they're talking about just this optimism, a sense of optimism in the market. Yeah,
I think we've kind of recovered from where we were a little bit ago, and people are really optimistic. People are out doing stuff. You can really feel the energy of the area, and I think it helps that a lot of our part-time seasonal residents are back here, and there's more of a community feeling, and it's not as sleepy as it is over the summer when it's a little bit hot and stuff. The weather's nice. Everybody wants to be outside right now.
Yeah, good point. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that the hurricanes, in a roundabout way, can be a good thing. That there's an economic impact that's happening. I mean, you're talking millions and millions of dollars that are going to be injected into this economy. Whether you're looking at the construction side, the sales, the renovations, things happening. So I think there are positive things happening. Speaking of that, too, we've got America's largest sports and entertainment destination coming to Tampa Bay. I found this article. This was pretty cool. So it's called Storyland Studios announced plans to transform Florida land into America's largest sports entertainment destination. They're announcing plans in Trinity, a groundbreaking 800-acre sports and lifestyle destination in Pasco, Florida, set to become the largest of its kind in the United States. The development will include state-of-the-art sports facilities, mixed-use space with hotel, retail, and restaurants, as well as cultural and wellness amenities. Designed to redefine Florida's sports coast, Trinity will serve as a hub for sports, entertainment, community, attracting athletes, fans, families nationwide. Currently in pre-development, it promises to be a landmark project for the region. So that sounds pretty cool. Could be a big economic impact there as well.
Yeah, and that looks beautiful. And my big question is, where's the pickleball
courts? People love that game.
Pickleball is the hottest thing in this area, so I hope that that facility is going to be home to a new pickleball court.
It really is.
Yeah.
So our next guest is Jason Kobal, Attorney Jason Kobal. He's coming in, and he and I used to play pretty consistently on Saturday morning. And you know how life is, you have habits and things, so we just kind of fell out of the habit. But I think he still plays a lot. A lot of people play. It's interesting too. too is a lot of the seniors that play. There's an uptick in injuries. So a lot of the doctors are seeing an uptick in knees and ankles and all that other stuff happening out there.
Yeah, you got to be careful out there. Always make sure you're warming up and stretching out at the end.
and just don't let the ego get the best of you. You're not like you were back in high school or college, so you got to be careful with that. So we're talking with Jennifer here. Jennifer, tell us a little bit more about how your estate sales work and operate.
Yeah. So estate sales work best when we can do the sale out of the home. So we come into the home, we do a consultation, we look to see, how long the sale needs to be. When we started doing estate sales, they were 2 days long. Now we're more in the habit of doing 3-day sales. Now we're doing 4-day sales, and just this next weekend we have the second weekend of a sale. So I'm finding that people have a lot of stuff, and it takes a while to sell it. And the longer you can give that time to sell it, the more value you can bring back to the family and their estate, and the more opportunities customers have to come in and do their shopping. So the length of the sale seems to be growing from what I've noticed in the industry, not just for me, but for other estate sale companies as well. I see them doing 4 or 5 day sales. So, and then evening sales as well. Estate sales are traditionally, people are used to being up at 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning and getting out there. But if you do an evening sale, that gives people the opportunity to come after hours, when they're on their way home from work or whatnot, and they don't have to wake up too early. So doing a sale in the afternoon or in the evening can be a good alternative, give people some options on when to shop. It usually takes us about 2 or 3 days to set up for a sale. So we'll start on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the sale can be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's a week-long event. We have that house pretty much liquidated at the end of it.
What's your largest estate sale that you've done?
My largest so far was a 6,000 square foot house, but we actually have a booking in February for an 8,700 square foot house. It's 7 bedrooms, 7 baths, and It's right in Crystal Beach, and that'll be the first 2 weekends of February. The house is massive, and it's just full of stuff, so we're doing that sale over 2 full weekends.
Yeah, that's awesome. And
yeah.
You can see all of her estate sales and some of her information, bluemoonestatesales.com. Check her out online, bluemoonestatesales.com. And I imagine this time, too, people can get some pretty good deals for their Christmas and Hanukkah presents.
Yeah, perfect time to do some Christmas shopping for some really nice, unique gifts. Vintage is really hot right now, and, estate sales kind of are selling things that have been sitting in homes for 20, 30 years, and you see it and you're like, wow, I can't believe in what great condition this stuff is. Sometimes it's in original boxes and original packages. And also, vintage Christmas ornaments are really popular, antique Christmas ornaments, and that's the kind of thing you can find at estate sales as well.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Christmas ornaments and kind of make it a tradition. Some people make them traditions. I've got one that one of my early producers gave me in 2013. It's just something simple. It was just a little brown football, and she wrote the Real Estate Quarterback 2013 on it.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorites. It's been around for 10, 11 years now.
Yeah, that's a nice tradition for families, to get a personal Christmas ornament for everyone in the family every year, and then your collection grows over the years. And yeah, rather than, and it's nice to have like a beautifully lit tree that has all like very modern and, kind of trendy stuff. But when you can make it more personal and meaningful to your family, that it means a lot.
Yeah, and that's the great debate this time of year, right? The real tree versus the artificial fake tree. You know? Say, there's pros and cons on both sides. I'm not going to get into that argument here, but let's take a quick break. We're going to come back more with Jennifer Lauda, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County. Also, top 5 things to do in Tampa Bay. Coming up, lots of seafood festivals, lots of things happening around the Bay Area. We're going to touch on a few of those and more with Jennifer coming up here. Also, later on, our feel-good story of the day. Check this one out. 20-year-old hiker survives to see family again after incredible 50 days lost in the Rocky Mountains. We'll be right back. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rimes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 727-263-3707. Online at consumerqb.com.
Patriot Mobile is America's only Christian conservative wireless provider who shares your values. They offer the very best nationwide coverage on 4G and 5G LTE networks and exceptional 100% US-based customer support. Patriot Mobile offers discounts for veterans and first responders, NRA members, and families with multiple lines. Learn more at patriotmobile.com/consumer QB. That's patriotmobile.com/consumer QB. Or if you'd like to give us a call, you can reach out at 727-263-3707. That's 727-263-3707. And we'd be happy to tell you more about Patriot Mobile.
Dennis Prager here for Brandon and Lindsay Rhymes, owners of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams. Buying, selling, investing in real estate, their nationwide Keller Williams network makes them the best team to work with. Sellers, have your property featured live on air, creating multiple offers. Buyers, leverage a unique system that gets your offer accepted, never overlooked. Call or text 813-750-0550, 813-750-0550, or consumerqb.com.
Lindsay Rhymes here with Archer Place in Gainesville, Florida. Our luxury condo community is located only 1.5 miles from the University of Florida, 5 minutes to Shands Medical and Butler Plaza. Our buyers love the high-end luxury amenities in their building, including a state-of-the-art fitness facility equipped with Pelotons, the resort-style temperature-controlled pool accompanied with cabanas and grills, and the gourmet chef's kitchen in our clubhouse that overlooks the pool. We have pre-construction pricing only for a limited time, with floor plans ranging from a 1-bedroom, 1-bath to 2-floor penthouses with plunge pools. Starting in the low 400,000s to the high 900s, investors, parents sending their young adults off to school, medical professionals, business owners, and entrepreneurs alike are investing in these residences. Reach out to us today at 727-263-3707 to get more information.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, we're back here in studio. Shout out to Brio Tuscan Grill, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance, and very friendly wait staff over there. The food is delicious. The management is top notch. Joseph over there and Chef Oscar, they do such a great job. Go say hello. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Brio Tuscan Grill at the International Plaza Mall, the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, a couple of hot listings here. We got 5930 River Road. This one's waterfront, Newport Richey. Beautiful home. You have 80 feet of frontage on the Cody River, over a half-acre lot, and 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 2 spots on your carport there, and 1 car garage that's detached. Almost 2,000 square foot of heated, and a beautiful home at 5930 River Road, Newport Richey, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate. Bring your boats, bring your jet skis, and enjoy that Florida lifestyle to the fullest. 1905 Masters Way, great opportunity for a single-family home here in East Hillsborough County. Beautiful home here. This one has a split floor plan. You have 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2 car garage, 29 square foot single-family home, 0.38 acre lot with no backyard neighbors. Florida room, expansive windows there, split floor plan, great oversized great room there with built-in shelving. Walden Lakes, you got a community there called Walden Lakes. You have amenities like walking trails, dog park, playground, sports complex, and access to the lake for non-motorized vehicles. Check out 1905 Masters Way in Plant City, and you can see all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. This is God's country. All right, Jennifer Lauda in studio with us, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County, and we were talking a little bit before the break about the top 5 things to do in Tampa Bay. This is according to one of the, I guess, a post I saw on social, but it says, Tampa Bay catering to both social butterflies and nature lovers. The featured spots include Fort DeSoto, so beautiful park with beaches, trails, historic sites. The Addition, a trendy spot for upscale dining and socializing. Haven't been there, but I think I might need to check that one out. Florida Botanical Gardens, perfect for a serene stroll among lush greenery and vibrant flowers. Caladesi Island, a pristine island offering peaceful beaches and outdoor activities like shelling. And I enjoy Freedom Boat Club, so I go out there and enjoy the boat. You got to have a nice, warmer day this time of year. But yeah, what's some of your favorite things to do in Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I was just thinking about all the festivals that we have in our area around this time. Tarpon Springs does its first Fridays, Safety Harbor does its third Saturdays, and then everybody has the local like winter wonderlands and holiday craft fairs and things like that. So it's that kind of stuff that I like to do when you can go out and see local vendors and have some fun, eat some food, have a good time.
Yeah, seafood festivals, all that good stuff around Tampa Bay.
That's right.
Great place to live, work, and play, and it's just a wonderful opportunity. And again, the optimism that we're seeing out there, just people seem to be in a much better mood. The state of the economy seems to be picking up, and we're already seeing some good news in the news cycle.
Absolutely.
As far as some of the stuff out there. So tell us a little bit more. So Jennifer, you have your business, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Pinellas County, and you also have current estate sales going on right now.
Yeah, we're preparing for an estate sale in Pinellas Park this weekend. We have another one coming up in Palm Harbor this weekend. So we have 2 estate sales a week up till the holidays around Christmas time. So if you check us out on our website, bluemoonestatesales.com, you can see the pictures, everything there, and kind of choose which one you'd like to go to, or you can come to both of them. You just have to drive across county to get there.
Yeah. It's worth the drive.
It is worth the drive, absolutely.
People love to go to those. They really find some gems. What are some of the most unique pieces that people have found, or stories you may have?
You know what? We see some really unique things every week, and I learn so much every week at an estate sale. So last week I was learning about stamps. Now I'm learning about these fur coats and moccasins and some really neat cleavers, and she's got a lot of butcher knives and things like that. So you never know what you're going to find at an estate sale. There's a lot of baskets and handmade crafts and things like that. So that one's a really fun one coming up.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. We have Shane Socash with David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin, and he talked about some of the stuff people bring in to him sometimes as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of coins, sterling silver, gold.
Some of the nickels, some of the buffalo nickels are different. There's certain pennies, I think, if I recall, like a certain penny that's worth so much. It's like pretty crazy. A lot more than 1 cent.
Treasures, that's for sure.
Yeah, find treasures, find all kinds of good stuff over there. So check her out online, bluemoonestatesales.com. You can see all of our expert contributors at consumerqb.com. And if you want to call the hotline and get a direct intro, just reach out, 727-263-3707. You can call or text. It's an off-air number, 727-263-3707, consumerqb.com. Final thoughts, Jennifer, back to you.
Final thoughts. If you hear this now and you come to one of my estate sales, mention you heard me on the show, and I'll give you an additional discount.
There you go. I love that. Yeah, something special for our listeners out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate that. A lot of our expert contributors will have different scenarios similar to that, so we appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's good time to get out, especially this time of year. The weather's a little cooler, and you can get out and enjoy the outdoors. And
we've all got our sweaters on in here.
That's right. Yep, that time of year, beautiful time here in Tampa Bay. And I think just generally speaking too about going back to the economy, with the insurances, it seems like the insurances aren't as bad in the real estate space as some people think. The activity levels are picking up. Over these last 2 weeks, we've seen, we put $1 million listings under contract. Our luxury condos in Gainesville, we put a couple of the penthouses under contract up there. So it seems like people are coming out of the woodworks. Those wait-and-see buyers are off the fence. They're back into the marketplace, and people are spending money. And, of course, it doesn't, like you mentioned earlier, it never helps or never hurts to have our friends from up north, our snowbird friends coming down as well.
That's right. Yep. We love them. We love our snowbirds.
That's right. Come on down. Stimulate the economy. We got to stimulate that economy and make things happen. Jennifer, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. All right, coming up, Attorney Jason Kobal on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Have you heard about Trump's American Academy? Interesting what he's going to do with that, an online academy completely free for people to access all types of different knowledge bases. And then also, 20-year-old hiker survives to see family again after an incredible 50 days lost in the Rocky Mountains. coming up here. Follow us online at BrandonRimes1 at CQB Show, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, Rumble channel, Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
All right, welcome back. Attorney Jason Kobal coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to talk about how technology is changing auto accidents here coming up, as well as our feel-good story of the day. Find out about this hiker that survives to see his family after an incredible 50 days lost in the Rocky Mountains. Before we do, I want to give a shout out to Heights Soft Wash, a pressure washing company here in Tampa Bay. They do a great job cleaning our real estate properties. Highly recommend heightssoftwash.com. You can check them out online at heightssoftwash.com. They do a great job. I've known the owner for years now, Ramin. He's a great guy, and you can trust him with your real estate, residential, commercial properties. Heightssoftwash.com. Let him know the real estate quarterback sent you. 14135 Cypress Circle, another one of our beautiful listings. We've got over 100 listings currently with our team, the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. This is a listing at 14135 Cypress Circle, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-carport. You have 1,308 square foot single family home. Now, this is a villa-style condo, Cypress Clusters at Carrollwood Village. Covered front porch with beautifully tiled floor, living room that flows effortlessly into the dining room and den. Kitchen with shaker-style cabinets, stainless steel appliances, tray ceiling, breakfast bar, and too many updates to mention here. You also have a community pool and lots of other community attractions as well. 14135 Cypress Circle, Tampa. We have another listing. Of course, we've got our pre-construction luxury condos on Archer. Archer Place in Gainesville, 92 pre-construction luxury condos. Now, we've sold over 25% of these condos in just 3 or 4 months now, marketing them. And pre-construction condos, 10% off now for a limited time. 400s, they're starting off in the 400s up to the 900s. Now, these are Gainesville, Florida. So you're only 1.5 miles to the University of Florida. So reach out to your friends, any Florida Gator fans that you have out there. And I know everybody knows a few Gator fans. Come on now. You got EB-5 visa approved, 1.5 miles to the University of Florida, 5 minutes to Shands Medical and Butler Plaza, and high-end luxury amenities in the building as well. 3101 Old Archer Road, Gainesville, Florida. This is Archer Place. And you can see all of our real estate listings at PlatinumMVPteam.kw.com. All right, we got our legal analyst, Jason Kobal, attorney Jason Kobal, that is back on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Jason, feels like there's so much optimism out there in the economy. There's so many good things happening, and President Trump hasn't even assumed office yet.
No, this is a beautiful time period in our country's history. I consider it the bounce back period. Boy, what a difference it takes having an aggressive POTUS. I saw this week President Trump told Hamas if they don't have every American hostage returned by January 20th, all hell's going to break loose in the Middle East. That's something that should have been said the first day we learned that Americans were among the hostages, and of course that never happened. It's just been amazing. And then, of course, he mentions that he's going to put a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico because of the immigration issues, and they both jumped immediately. Trudeau came down for a visit, and then the same with the Canadian or the Mexican president reacted immediately. So Trump's getting a heck of a lot done and hustling already before he even gets in there.
Man, it's amazing too. And if you look at some of the tweets online too, if you look at, for example, the tweet. Carl Higbee, you know him, I think he's from Newsmax.
Oh, yeah.
He says, Joe Biden is not your grandpa. He's not your sympathetic old man. He's a worthless government leech who has never held a real job, showered with his daughter, used his crack-addicted son to sell the family name abroad. He's going hardcore here. Used his influence to strong-arm Ukrainian investigation into his family's corrupt dealings. He opened our border to 9 million illegals, abandoned Americans in Afghanistan, sent your tax dollars to Ukraine while your cost of living skyrocketed at home.
Yep, it's disgusting. And, remember I was on your show maybe, a couple of weeks ago, and I said, well, Joe Biden continuously says he's not going to pardon Hunter, so maybe they're going to have Kamala be president so she could do it, so that way Joe didn't lie, and all the times he said he didn't want to pardon, he's not going to pardon Hunter, but then what does he do?
He did,
He does it. He lies. No problem lying whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that just proves that, they always like to say no one is above the law. Well, apparently Hunter is, because that pardon, it wasn't just for the crimes he was convicted of. It was a blanket pardon that goes back all the way to 2014,
Yep.
which is coincidentally when he started getting paid by Burisma.
Who else do you think is going to be next on the pardon list for Sleepy Joe?
I'm expecting his brother. I know that he was implicated, and I expect there's going to be more. We'll see. And then what's really interesting, though, is being that the generality of the pardon that he gave Hunter. So now he can't plead the fifth anymore. So that'll be interesting. Even though he's got a pardon and he's not going to be convicted for any of these crimes, not going to have to pay for these crimes. That is something that he will not be able to plead the fifth. So they may be able to use him and get his testimony to combat or get other relatives who may have been in on it. But we'll see.
Now, let me ask you, Jason, if you just joined us, we're talking with Attorney Jason Kobal here in Tampa Bay, personal injury law, work comp law here in Tampa Bay. I'm your host, Brandon Rimes. And it's kind of confusing because, the layperson doesn't understand. The special counsel says, yeah, but that pardon, there was something going on with the special counsel saying he didn't want to honor that pardon, or I'm not sure how that works. Did you see that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't think you could give a pardon so generally like that, or you could say basically any and all crimes committed or have been alleged or not alleged from 2014 onward. It's basically a general blanket. I didn't think that was allowed. I thought you could only pardon for specific crimes, so I have to actually research that. That's not my area of expertise, but I was wondering that myself.
Yeah, it's interesting, too. Here's another tweet from End Wokeness. In the past few months, DEI programs have been entirely eliminated by Ford, Coors, Lowe's, Boeing, Toyota, Walmart, Caterpillar, Craftsman, John Deere, Jack Daniels, Tractor Supply, Harley Davidson. Goodbye, woke. Isn't that such an interesting development as well?
You know what else is very interesting about that? I heard Elon and Beck talk about this, but as far as the wokeness goes, shit. That's part of my. I got sidetracked there. So pardon me, Brandon.
Hey, no problem, man. Yeah, so it is interesting though, because this DEI, a lot of the people were just so fed up with that, and you saw it translate into lost sales for companies like Bud Light, Target, and it now seems like Walmart is having a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. But yes, what Elon and Vivek pointed out was within the government, DEI. There's DEI. Presidents of this agency, the DEI for this, all paid by the government, and the salaries they're getting are ridiculous, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, and it really looks to be basically a facade just for the establishment politicians to hook up their friends with lots of money. But what's cool about that, they all had DEI this, DEI that, so it's really easy to wipe them all out. And I heard that Elon and Vivek are going to do just that and just get rid of all those DEI positions all at once, and that should get rid of a lot of the problems.
And I got to tell you, one of the funniest things, man, is if you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. Matt Walsh, he did the documentary, and it was hilariously funny, called "What Is a Woman." He also did one called "Am I a Racist?" And it goes through that, and it goes. He has these dinner meetings. These wealthy elites in some of these big blue states or cities will actually pay for dinners to have these people come in. I mean, you're talking big price tags again, like you said, for people to come in and to teach them about how their whiteness is terrible and how they're being too white and how they need to deprogram themselves. It's an amazing movie and a documentary and an expose on the entire DEI / whiteness type anti-whiteness culture. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely a time period where we were headed in the wrong direction. And I felt growing up in the 80s and the early 90s that we were headed in the right direction, that we were judging people on, their deeds, not the color of their skin, and then slowly but surely the pendulum swung the other way, and it was getting ugly there. We were definitely headed in the wrong direction.
It sure was. Speaking of wrong direction, some of these rideshare companies and the technology's changed. So talk to us a little about how you've seen technology change in auto accidents and in personal injury law.
Oh, yeah, man. It's drastic, and you have to constantly stay on top of it. For example, with respect, I know I've mentioned on this show before as far as the phones, our cell phones are critical in almost every one of my cases now for my clients and the other side and everything else. But it's even more than that. These days, a lot of people, we've heard of black boxes on airplanes, but a lot of us don't know there's black boxes in cars now. And some cars, if you get in an accident, they'll have a camera that'll record the impact and save it, and you could review it like that. Others, it's just a black box that'll tell you how fast the car was going, whether or not they hit the brakes, how hard they hit the brakes, and then you could give that information, that data, to an expert, an accident reconstruction expert, and they could tell you exactly how the accident happened without even having a video of it. It's been a lot, the technology changes, and then of course AI has been used in a lot of different ways as far as predicting liability and statistical analysis and whatnot. So a lot of changes. Then of course a lot of drivers on their own, they got cams on their dashboard, dash cams. I've had a couple cases go my way where it was a he said, she said, and they didn't know my client had a dash cam, and it ended up winning the case. So yeah, technology, you have to stay up on it because it changes the way you practice law and the way the cases are run.
Yeah, it's hard to argue a video evidence, Jason, when you've got a video camera running. And I love to see some of these YouTube shorts as well with the Karens. The Karens coming up and screaming at people. They're on public property. You're able to record people in that capacity, I guess. And so you can't out argue the camera, can you?
No, and I told you I have a huge case against the rideshare company, and it's a major problem that this rideshare company is having all over the world, really, not just in our country, as far as their drivers abusing their system and being sexual predators and going after victims using the driver position that these companies have, and it's disturbing and disgusting. But I'm happy that in the case that I'm involved in, that my clients, I don't know if they had an angel on their shoulder or what, but when they were getting roofied, when they were getting poisoned, they actually videotaped the guy offering him the shot. He stole their phones, but then when the police nailed them, they actually got the phones back. So I have this video. So not often do I have a case where my clients were drugged, but I have videotape of it happening, and also of him drinking and driving, which is a nice little nugget to throw in there in addition to everything else. But yeah, the cameras play a big role these days.
I hear a plea deal coming on that one.
Yep, big settlement.
Yeah, big settlement, big plea deal.
Smart
on the criminal side. Yeah, and I want to get to this clip. Have you heard of Trump's new American Academy? I got a clip I'm going to play here. This is a really interesting clip here based on Trump's American Academy. Let's see here. Where did I save that one at?
We will take the billions and billions of dollars that we will collect by taxing, fining, and suing excessively large private university endowments, and we will then use that money to endow a new institution called the American Academy. Its mission will be to make a truly world-class education available to every American, free of charge, and do it without adding a single dime to the federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of the highest quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills, and make that material available to every American citizen online for free.
What a great idea, isn't it? I mean, think about it. Charlie Kirk wrote the book College Scam because so many people are going into massive debt and they're coming out with these degrees, the underwater basket weaving, the North African lesbian poetry. We've all heard the jokes, right? They're not learning anything of substance. So now President Trump says he's going to sue or tax and fine these large university endowments, and some of them have multiple billions and billions and billions of dollars. But to make an academy that's world-class knowledge for free available to all Americans, that sounds like leadership.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. And we're very blessed and lucky that we have an outsider, for a true outsider, not a politician, that has had a lifetime of success and still wants to do this at his age. We're just very fortunate that he does. But I love how he thinks outside the box, and our country really needed this.
Absolutely.
So it's good to see.
Yeah, it really is, man. You talk about the greatest comebacks of all times, not just political. I mean, any sports, any kind of comeback, that's the greatest one. I mean, they threw everything at him. He shrugged it off and says, hey, we're going to go win, and he goes out and wins it. All right, we got to take a quick break. More with Attorney Jason Kobal coming up. More with Jason Kobal on the Consumer Quarterback Show. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. You can find him online. Also on our website at ConsumerQB.com. Taking a quick break, coming back with our feel-good story of the day. Find out about this 20-year-old hiker that survived to see his family again after an incredible 50 days lost in the Rockies. Coming up, Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify. Or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 727-263-3707. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, Brandon BRimes here for AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. My wife and I shifted a lot of our buying habits, and we wanted to support companies that support our values, patriotic, Christian, conservative companies, and you can find that online at AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. Now, what you're doing is you're not spending any new money. You're simply buying a lot of the common purchases that you're buying every month for the kitchen, the bathroom, your shampoos, your laundry detergent, all types of great essential oils, vitamins, herbs, those types of products. And for you beef lovers, we have great beef products as well. Tenderloin, sirloin steaks, grass-fed beef available as well. So check out AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. And I'd love to talk to you if you have any questions about it. There's also a business opportunity there for you as well. 813-917-1894. And thank you so much for supporting our company, AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com.
Lindsay Rhymes here. My husband Brandon and I own the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams, and our team of seasoned agents is ready to help you buy, sell, invest, and love the life you live here in Tampa Bay. Communication, execution, customer service, and bulletproofing transactions are really where our team shines. We service Hillsborough, Pinellas, Manatee, Pasco, Hernando, and Citrus counties, and we have seasoned agents in residential, luxury land, and commercial divisions. Reach out to us, your Christian realtors, and let us help empower you with the right knowledge to make smart decisions with your next transaction. Call us at 727-263-3707 today. Again, that number is 727-263-3707.
Selling commercial, vacant land, or residential properties? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon BRimes. You can reach me at 727-263-3707. Call or text 727-263-3707. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon BRimes, online at ConsumerQB.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
And we're back. Brandon BRimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. We're talking with our legal analyst, Attorney Jason Kobal, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. A couple of hot listings, our feel-good story, and then more content coming up here with Jason. All right, Red Cliff. We got a beautiful listing here on Red Cliff. We got a motivated seller. We're looking at 4229 Red Cliff Place. This one's in Newport Richey. Affordable condo, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. You have 2-car garage. Beautiful condo right here, close to downtown Newport Richey. And you have a community pool, lighter colors on the interior. Great opportunity on real estate right here at Red Cliff Place in Newport Richey. Also, 1120 Driggers Road. Now, we have vacant land for sale, commercial properties for sale. And we do as well list vacant land, commercial, and residential properties. So this one's on Driggers, 1120 Driggers Road, Lakeland. 2.4 acres of land, vacant land that's zoned RC. Now we can help educate and talk to you about what the zoning requirements here are, that entails. Tucked away on a quiet dead-end road. You have an electric meter that's already in place, and you have country charm of North Lakeland, just moments away from shopping, dining, top-rated schools, and other conveniences, and of course highways. Tampa and Orlando are a short drive and a short distance away. 1120 Driggers Road, Lakeland, Florida. Polk County, one of the hottest counties in the state of Florida. Polk County, a lot of people underestimate it. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. That's right. Shout out to all our veterans out there. We greatly appreciate you. And here is our feel-good story of the day.
Tell me something good.
All right. In October of 2024, 20-year-old hiker Sam Benestick embarked on a 10-day camping trip in British Columbia's Redfern Keeley Provincial Park. After being reported missing on October 19, an extensive search was conducted but called off by late October due to harsh conditions. Remarkably, on November 26th, Benestick was found alive by park workers after surviving 50 days in freezing temperatures as low as negative 20 degrees. He endured frostbite and smoke inhalation, but is expected to make a full recovery. His survival is considered nothing short of miraculous. Amen. There you go. So he definitely had some help there from the man upstairs. Feel-good story of the day. Love those feel-good stories, Jason. That you ever been hiking up in the mountains like that?
Oh, yeah. I'm from the Appalachian Mountains in the Poconos, so yeah, I love the mountains and the Rockies, too. I love the Rockies.
Yeah, man. I can't imagine being lost out there. Like some of the movies you see, it's like, oh, man, which way did I go? Where's my compass?
No, I know. It's scary. I was just talking to my relative at Thanksgiving about that. A couple years back, there was a person lost out in the Rockies, and Harrison Ford saved him in a helicopter. How cool would that be?
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's awesome.
If you're ever lost in the woods and get saved by Indiana Jones, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Indiana Jones. So that's our feel-good story of the day. Jason, I want to go back to you. Final thoughts. Work comp law, personal injury law. What else is happening out there?
Well, slowly but surely, we're starting to see a little bit of self-driving cars. And if you ever get injured by one of those, you give me a call, because those are very interesting for cases, because it's easy to prove fault, or easier to prove fault when you're dealing with humans and, human error and whatnot. But when one of those self-driving cars causes an accident, it's sometimes tough to, is it the manufacturer, some kind of software? There's so much data and so much involved. Those are a lot more complicated. And a lot of the times, there's a lot of deeper pockets that you could point the finger at. So if you ever get injured in one of those, you give us a call.
Yeah, they'll find a way to blame that on Elon Musk, won't they?
So, yeah.
But anyway, here's a related story. Judge blocks Musk pay, $56 billion Tesla paid. Delaware judge once again rejected Tesla's attempt to reinstate a $56 billion pay package for boss Elon Musk, reaffirming her decision. The compensation was improperly awarded, says Judge Kathleen McCormick. Any chance that's politically motivated?
Oh, gee, I don't know.
I wonder. Yeah, she goes on to say that the Tesla directors were beholden to the CEO and finally capitulated to Musk's terms in awarding the payday to Tesla, Elon Musk. So
yeah, no judge should be getting involved there. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He should be able to pay himself whatever he wants there.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when the stockholders say, "Yep, we voted for it." All right, Jason, final thoughts. Back to you. How can people connect with you, my friend?
Well, just call the show or TampaWorkComp.com, TampaWorkCompLaw.com, or call the show.
All right, reach out to the hotline. We'll put you in touch with Jason Kobal, Attorney Jason Kobal. He can help you in those areas. 727-263-3707. Call or text 727-263-3707. Online at consumerqb.com. And you can find Jason Kobal information at TampaWorkCompLaw.com. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ben.
All right. Hey, another great show. We had Jennifer Lauda on Blue Moon Estate Sales. We had Attorney Jason Kobal, and we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community. And we'll see you next time here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rhymes at 727-263-3707. That's 727-263-3707.